That was such a good first try. That was an incredible first try. Oh my god, that was so close. Did you buy the DLC? I will buy the DLC as soon as I get far enough through the game that I can go to it. So I think, oh no, that's a waste of a view. I think basically my plan is I will get to like Godfrey. Is that his name? The big axe guy. And then I'll take this character into the DLC. That's my plan. I heard the DLC is so hard. Like people are talking about how like it's racist because it's too hard. Was it, I don't know if I'm misquoting because I didn't watch the whole video, but it looked like Alana Pierce was saying that Elden Ring is too hard because she has kids. There's a lot of things you can't do if you have kids, okay? Nobody forced you to have them. Elden Ring doesn't need to be easier just because you don't have time to get good. It's a hilarious opinion to have. If anybody actually has it. It's a really good start this try as well. Oh, and I can't go in because he has like a flaming shield now. This guy looks awesome. I always really like the god skins. They're my favorite enemies in the game, basically. Messed up the timing a little bit. Oh no, he's already gonna revive him. And now he's gonna do the big fat roll thing, right? Oh my god, he went over the thing. This is a hard boss though. If I can get the fat guy now, I'm in pretty good shape, honestly. Okay. Already. Hey, that's a really great thing. So I'm alone with this guy now? This could be it. Oh wow, that's bad. Big stab, okay. Dude, that was so clean! That was so clean! Main game levels don't matter in DLC. It has a separate upgrade system. I had no idea. Before Godfrey should be a nice spot to finish. Okay. Alright. So that's what I'll do. Uksam. That was a clean clear. That was clean. I like this character I've made. I'm so excited to take this character into the DLC. Look how cool I look. I'm like a snake guy. Can we level up? We can get 3 levels? Wow. So 2 levels in strength gives me 2 points of damage. 2 in dex give me 3 points of damage. 2 in int give me 3. So I still haven't hit soft cap for dex, which is kind of crazy. Alright, let's get more dex, I guess. I'm prioritizing damage over health right now. Might be stupid, but you know. This is the first time you play the game. This is the second time I play the game. I've done 1 playthrough of the base game before. And this is my 2nd time. But I've never played the DLC, and I also have no information about the DLC. I've watched 0 videos, not nothing. And then there's this guy at work who is a gamer, and he told me he bought Lies of P, but it was too hard, so he gave up. And that's when I decided to buy Lies of P. I'm like, that sounds like fun. If it's that hard, if it's that challenging, you know, I might like it. So I bought Lies of P, and I love that game. And that guy, same guy, told me the Elden Ring DLC is like impossibly hard. So I'm like, ooh, okay. Interesting. Did he shoot me? Oh, he did, huh? I like Frostbite. It feels really good. Gives you like a little flinch when it is applied, which usually like saves the fight. Okay, total ambush situation. No? Dark. Dude, I'm in danger. Oh wow, that's terrible. Isn't soft cap 60? Well, I think there are like soft caps at 20 and 40 and 60 or something like that. But I was thinking if I hit one of the caps for dex, then strength and intelligence, which the weapon also scale with, should like take over at some point and become the main stat that I upgrade for damage, but that hasn't happened. Don't fall down. Okay, that was better. Just run up to the dogs, get 2 R1s. Yeah. Exactly like that. That's how you clean that up. I can't wait to see what cool weapons show up in the DLC. This is an int dex build. My first playthrough I did dex faith. But if there are like some cool int dex weapons, or maybe like some other weapons, maybe I'll respec if I find something awesome. Oh, I want that. Okay, worth it. Worth the risk. Worth the risk. We're doing good. Hey, what's up, Shagwell? Will you play once Heihachi comes out? Nah. I don't think I will, dude. I mean, I didn't like Heihachi to begin with. He's the Mishima with the most personality. Out of the Mishimas, he's by far the one I like the most, but I don't, you know, play or like Mishimas very much. And we have a lot of them in the game already. I think they represent a balance issue. So even though I get that it's hype that Hachi's back, it's not something that's going to make me personally very excited. If they reveal Bob or Miguel, obviously I'll be back for that. Obviously I'll be back for Miguel or Bob. I mean, no way I wouldn't be, right? I don't remember how to get around here. Oh. Wow, these guys are so dangerous. These guys are so dangerous. Do you see that damage? You just play Tekken, I know deep inside you want to. I think it's the other way around. At a shallow level, I want to. Deep inside, I don't want to. And when I stopped playing, it was because I decided to listen to the deep inside to make the mature choice, the difficult choice. Difficult choice and the right choice are usually the same choice. And deciding to not play Tekken wasn't easy. Like right now, I feel like booting it up and kicking some ass. What I think about when I think about wanting to play the game is I imagine getting a counter hit with Zafina's Ford 4-3 and then guaranteed heat engage your Scarecrow 2-1. That's very rare. You can't really counter hit with 20 frame moves, especially in a game as fast paced as Age, but you know. game will change and maybe I'll give it another chance, but not for a while. You also have to consider the fact that, like, one of my main things with my channel is I try to never be a hypocrite and to never lie. And if I'm like, I'm gonna quit this game because X, Y, and Z, and then a week later I'm just playing it again, you know, it makes me a bit of a booch. And the video I made where I said I was gonna quit the franchise, at least for a while, and criticized it quite heavily, it's a very controversial video for some people. Like, some people are very upset about that video. I still get comments on it every day, and it's been up for a while. So all of those people are gonna have a field day, you know, calling me an asshole if I all of a sudden just play the game again. Dude, homing me through walls? What an asshole. That's all I get for fighting these guys. Lightning butter. I think Bob or Miguel are pretty likely DLC picks, though, because they're both kind of unique and interesting. I mean, the most unique and interesting in my opinion. Miguel is really well liked. I'm not sure about Bob. They're also like pretty recent additions to the franchise. They're both Tekken 6 characters, and all the Tekken 6 characters are the best characters. Zafina, Leo, Larsa, Lisa, maybe not as much. But those original 4 Tekken 8 characters are some of the best designs ever in my era. Tekken 6. Leo, Miguel, Zafina, Bob. What a 4 fantastic additions to the roster in that game. Okay, I'm lost. I'll admit. I'm lost. These claws are super sick, though. Oh, fog door? Smithing stone 9. That's interesting. Rare footage of me enjoying a game, yeah. Bob is not coming? I think he might be. I mean, okay, let's be honest. Miguel is much more likely than Bob, I think. Because Miguel is genuinely liked. He was never that popular. But even people who don't like Miguel or don't play Miguel like Miguel. Miguel is not like... Nobody's on Reddit, you know, bitching about all the toxic Miguel players. Like, people genuinely like him. And they should. It's one of the best character designs they've ever come up with. Aesthetically and the gameplay. It's just fantastic. This area, I remember this area being difficult. These skeleton dudes are like hard. Yeah, the big guy. This guy's the problem here. Oh, there's 2 of them. Wow. And they have fire? And I think undead can't get frostbitten either. There you go. That's Miguel right there. That's my boy. Okay, we can beat this. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Is this even the right way? You clearly don't even own an air fryer. I obviously don't own an air fryer, dude. What do you think I am? Some sort of communist? How fucking dare you imply that I would own an air fryer? I resent the implication that I would own an air fryer, dude. Who fries air anyway? You can't even eat it, dude. Why would I fry air? Don't be stupid. When they do the fire breath, you really need to get the back. I hope they do it at the same time. That'd be good. Let's get whatever's in the fountain for now. Lord's room, huh? Alright. Dude, they do so much damage. That's the thing about me in Elden Ring. I am way weaker against gravity puzzles than I am against... screw this area, by the way. I lost my runes anyway. Than I am against bosses. I find the pits that you can fall into way more challenging than the bosses, dude. These big guys. Bunch of big guys everywhere. I know your mom's excited. Yeah, I remember there's like a little dragon dude here. If they walk over here, I can do them one at a time. Unlike your mom, who does everybody at the same time. That it? Yeah, they're gonna leave me alone now. Why is Jun considered low tier? I don't think she is. I don't think Jun is considered low tier. If she is, then the people who consider her low tier, in my opinion, are wrong. She was nerfed because she came out very broken, and then they buffed her back up again. If you want to have like an honest take on where Jun is at from somebody who's well informed, go listen to Fergus. Fergus is very, very good. He's ridiculously good. Like, I've played a bunch of, like, the known European players, streamers, pros, whatever. He's the one guy that I think I've beat him once or twice, but very rarely. It's just so hard. Which is, you know, what your mom said. But, in 8, I think I played... Main Man twice, beat him twice. I played Sephi Black twice, beat him twice. I think I beat Mihawk. Not saying that I'm better than them, you know, but I was able to. But with Fergus, when I play him, it's just like, ugh, I'll be lucky if I get around, dude. He's so good. And he's a big waifu guy, right? He's all about, you know, Lily and Ricky Martin. And he's like the one, I think he's officially the only Tekken player in the world who likes Asuka. Who is basically, you know, fat, stupid Jun. With no neck. So he's obviously going to be biased because he likes the character, he plays the character, but he's made a couple of videos on where she's at, like balance-wise after the nerfs and buffs, so I would keep up with his videos. Then you'll know. Dude, this dragon's racist. This dragon is hella racist. Spicy floor, okay. I'm repeating every single attack as well. Maybe I should pay more attention. Oh no. Okay, maybe I can get him actually. I'm so good at this. That's crazy. I'm so good at this. Give me your stuff, dude. Gravel, yeah. I love Elden Ring. You defeat a giant-ass dragon and you get gravel, dude. Like, all the items you find in Elden Ring, there's like 5 weapons, and then everything else is like butterfly turds, some butter, some gravel, a stone that doesn't do anything. That's literally the item description. Stone that doesn't do anything. And then there's like a crafting system that I've never interacted with in any way. Where do you even like go to progress? I'm lost. Secret skeletons. Is it this way? No. Smithing Stone 8 is good though. Don't walk underneath the skeletons. That's when they wake up. There's gonna be, yeah, in this tree as well. There we go. Damn. Preparing for DLC? Yeah. I'm just leveling up a character. I'm going to get to the end game, and then I'm going to dive into the DLC, and it's going to be sick. And I think once we're done with the DLC, I might honestly play Sekiro. I haven't decided. Hey, could you guys let me know if I'm in the right area? Is this where I'm supposed to go to get to Plaza Dusax and Malekith? Or is this just a big fat goose chase? It just feels shorter. That's a shame. Short games I don't enjoy. I don't like the idea of short games. But you know, Bloodborne's kind of short. It's also like the best game ever. I think I'm in the wrong area. I'm gonna go back down because this area is behind Stone Sword Key Fog Gate, which means that you would have to have one to progress if this was the progression part of the game. So I'm gonna assume that it isn't and just go back down, right? Does that make sense? I go back down, do I? This is not where you go, okay. No, I haven't done Alexander's quest. I've actually never done. I only played the game twice, but I've never done his quest. I don't think I've ever even spoken to him. I think he's the guy in the pot. People like him. But I don't really use... I think his amulet... Oh, here we go. This could be it. His amulet, I think, boosts all of your like skills, but I don't really use skills. So... if I find a good one, I might. But for now, I don't really use skills. I kind of rely on R1s. Oh, here we go. Nice, okay. I remember this. I can't believe how clean my Godskin duo fight was. Did you guys like that? I mean, I died the first time, but both were good attempts. Yeah, we're gonna get this item. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Perfect, okay. This is gonna be hard, is what your mom said when she was holding a soft dick, by the way. One of these guys is going to be alive for sure. Yeah, more useless slimy goo on the floor. Useless items. Nice jump attack, okay. Hey, this guy's epic. Okay, got him. Dark Souls 3 is the best Souls game. It's really good. Dark Souls 3 is really good. I think what I like less about Dark Souls 3 as compared to Elden Ring is that the world of Dark Souls 3 is, I mean, obviously not nearly as pretty. I kind of like the idea of like the hopeless bleakness that we get in the Dark Souls games. But the one in Dark Souls 3 feels like the least, I don't know, immersive to be in somehow. I honestly think that Dark Souls 2 does a really good job of creating like a really weird mood in that game. And a really good atmosphere for all its flaws. Dark Souls 3, I remember, you know, the High Wall of Lothric. Okay, you know, it's like the Undead Burg, but kind of less cool. I remember this guy, he killed me a bunch of times. What other areas? Well, I guess the road to Damnation or whatever, when you walk through the woods and there's like bird reapers, that area is pretty cool. Yeah, these Crucible Knights are like super hard, which is what your mom said before she banged a bunch of Crucible Knights. I don't even need to fight this guy. He doesn't have anything, does he? Oh, a grace. This is the path ahead. Alright, never mind that guy then. The ladder guy in Dark Souls 2? The amount of pointless areas. Well, you know, if you like exploring, you can have a lot of fun in Elden Ring doing that sort of thing. But if you look at my gameplay, the first one I did a lot of like exploring and jumping around. In this playthrough, I'm skipping a bunch of stuff that I just, you know, feel like I don't have to do twice. Like, I'm not going to go to do Ronnie's quest or whatever, you know. All you get for doing Ronnie's quest is that she goes into space and leaves you, right? Look, I can upgrade the Fang. One weapon level is like a big deal. It's a lot of damage. It's going to help against Placid Dusax and the gang. Dragon Temple Rooftop. I think this might be where I am. Dragon Temple Lift. Dragon Temple Altar. I think this is it. Elden PVP is not that good. I think Elden Ring PVP and Dark Souls PVP, it is a really cool idea and it could be something super special. It's just you can't have latency that bad and expect there to be a serious competitive scene around it. As a fighting game player, or I guess former fighting game player at this point, you know, if we're gonna have like good matches, the latency has to be either completely perfect or as close to perfect as it could possibly get for us to even consider the match worthwhile, you know? It's not like, well, you know, there's a bunch of lag, but it's fun. No, if the lag isn't zero, the game's unplayable. That's what you have to shoot for. And when I watch Elden Ring PVP, it's like people are hitting the air next to people where they think the computer thinks that those people are, and then they get random hits and it just looks ridiculous, right? So no, I can't take it seriously. If I was going to play like something similar, I think For Honor was amazing. I really enjoyed For Honor. I don't know if it still has a scene, but I'd be willing to play For Honor again for sure. That game was sick. These birds are so annoying. Need to heal. They are legit dangerous, these guys. So hard to hit him. Like, what's even the point? This is just annoying. Look how many heals I had to use. I can't fight the dragon and the birds, so we're gonna have to like run past here somehow. Can you jump this gap? Okay. We'll run past, try and go for like a reset and then come back and kill the dragon, right? Oh, I'm one-handing the claws. That's bad. That's not what they're made for. That's half damage if you do that. Don't fall. Oh wow, okay. Oh, the fire blocked my attack. That was going to be it too. I think there's a grace up here. I seem to remember there being grace up here, so we'll go for that. Did you end up streaming Street Fighter 6? No. I might though. I might get into it. The reason I decided not to stream Street Fighter 6 was I didn't realize that the control scheme was that impossible on PlayStation 4 pad. There aren't enough buttons to play Street Fighter on a pad without changing your grip mid-combo. And unlike like Tekken combos you can get, you have time to like change your grip in the middle of a combo. In Street Fighter you have like, you know, tiny links. So I don't know, and I'm not going to play it with modern controls or whatever, because you know, one of my main things I've talked about a lot in videos is how I think the over casualization of like video games is a trend, or fighting games is a trend that I don't want to support. So I don't want to, like, you know, support the idea of a control scheme made for like casual bad players. I want it to be hard, which is what your mom said when she was holding a soft dick. Let's fight Placidusax. You don't need to clog wreck? Maybe not. Maybe I could do all of my normal attacks with my thumb and then do just the heavy attacks up here with these two fingers. If I could do that, maybe we'll, you know what we'll do? Because I own the game now. We could jump into practice mode and maybe you guys could like show me. Those of you who know a bit more could like show me what's up. It's such a cool fight. This is one of the best in the game. Look how cool this looks. Like, you don't even know what it is when you walk up to him. You gotta time your rolls there. Time your roll. So I think this breath attack, if I remember, he breathes like down his side, so you have to like run way behind him. That was good damage though, I did good damage. Please do sacks? Yeah. Oh, I remember why I hate this fight. The run back is atrocious, right? The run back is atrocious for this fight. They should just give you stakes with Marco. Like most boss fights, you get stakes with Marco and you can just jump back in. This one you just don't. No stakes. We're a fighting game though? I mean, we can play Guilty Gear if you want. That game's cool. This run back is unforgivable. I'm only going to give this boss a couple of tries because this run back is unforgivable. You can earn 100 coins once per battle pass? Yeah, I know. And why did they do that? Why did they do that, you think? Why would they do that, right? Yeah, I think this happens 3 times. Yeah, it's like a 3-time thing. Turns around. Lightning pause. Breathing fire. Tail swipe. I'm gonna try and stay behind him. Get stamina back, don't run out of stamina. It's a death sentence here. Yeah, this is the one where he breathes behind him, and you just have to, like, I think run pretty far behind him. That's how you deal with that one, if I remember correctly from my first playthrough. Second time. Goes too early. Third time. Oh, you can just run. That's fine then. Okay, phase 2. I can see him because of the poison. That's awesome. Did you guys see that? I can see him because I poisoned him. That's amazing. I can see the poison cloud. Cool strat. Okay, got me with the tail. That's bad. Damn, he's got splash damage on that? Cheap. Hella splash damage. Yeah, just keep running. Right? Where is he? That was sick. That was sick. This game's sick. Oh right, he's got Ghidorah breath now. I forgot about that. No, I was doing so good. I was kicking his ass. This guy's a bitch. Have you been enjoying the DLC? I haven't tried it yet. Is there Swedish fish candy in Sweden? Yeah, there is. There's an old Swedish... Sweden has been known historically for being a candy-making country, and one of the big ones that we have is called Malaco. And Malaco make the fish, I guess you call them gummies. There are the colored ones that come in, like, you know, yellow, orange, green, and then there's the licorice variety. I'm a big fan of the licorice ones. I like licorice, you know, a lot of people don't. And I'll tell you guys something else. If you want to see a documentary about something really, really dark and messed up, I think it might have been Malaco. It might have been some other companies, but they wanted to do experiments, and I think this is the late 1800s, early 1900s, you know, a little over 100 years ago, proving that candy, because Sweden had such a large, you know, candy, caramel, you know, industry, that sugar, this theory that sugar deteriorates your teeth was something that was just like emerging, and basically the candy lobby wanted that information suppressed, so they sponsored a series of experiments where they exploited mental patients, like in asylums in Sweden, and force-fed them copious amounts of candy and caramel for like weeks or months and years, and like refused to give them any access to dental hygiene, so that their teeth and their mouths just rotted away. And then when the information, you know, came out, or didn't come out, but, you know, when the experiments showed that obviously sugar basically rots and ruins your teeth completely, they tried to suppress the information. You wouldn't think really dark stuff like that happens in, you know, cute old, you know, awkward Sweden, but somehow is on brand for us that even our dark asylum experiments that are suppressed by shadowy organizations are about, like, candy and Swedish fish. If you want to Google it, Google Vita Holmes experiment. I think that's what they call them. That's the breathe behind it thing that I should be running away from. Didn't see it in time though. Get a couple of hits in between these. Okay, phase 2 already. I'm down. Hey, what's up, Ultra Instinct Josie? I see you with the content, dude. Ultra Instinct Josie is, if you're sad that I'm not streaming the game anymore, he's my main recommendation for Tekken content. Get a heal in before the next roll. Okay. I need to dodge this before I heal. Yeah, otherwise I would have died. I'm glad I was smart enough to realize that. The splash damage is a little bit unfair when you roll it perfectly. I've used too many heals early. So I'm behind on heals. That's a problem. So awesome. So incredibly awesome. Oh, the behind fire? I didn't see it. One heal left. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Get as much damage as I can whenever I can with it. Oh, a big problem. Where is he? Yeah, I didn't see him in time. I'm getting there though. One more try. Hey, thanks a lot, Meron. Really appreciate that. I want to make one more video on my decision to quit Tekken for the time being. Maybe I'll just clip what I'm about to say right now. It's not because I want people to watch it, really. I just need to have publicly said it for my own peace of mind. There is one more reason, apart from the very predatory monetization, the bad design, the stuff happening on the development side, the heat system, the bad balance. There's one more reason, and that reason is that I wasn't as successful at the game as I would have liked to have been. And you know, I've been playing Tekken for a long time, and the main thing is that you always have to just keep trying and improving, and eventually you do. And I know that, but in the case of this game, I also felt like, you know, maybe if I had 2 God of Destruction, you know, max rank characters now, I would also be on the side of saying, yeah, the game has problems, but you know, it's fun, I basically like it, or whatever. The fact that I struggled with it was also obviously part of the reason that I didn't like it. And if I pretend that that's not the case, I think that would be dishonest. So I just wanted to have that said. That is also part of it. Part of my frustration with the game is obviously my inability to play it really successfully, you know, at the level that I would like to. Then again, you know, I had some really good matches, and I did manage to do some pretty impressive things. You know, that last match I had against Sephi Black, where, you know, it felt like really classic Tekken. It was hard, and I just managed to do, you know. I had some moments of like genuine high-level success in the game, but yeah, I just felt like I needed to say that as well. Behind fire always catches me because you don't see the animation from all the way back here. I got frostbite on him now. Okay. Really good phase one. Really good phase one. Doing well is a fleeting thought and a wish. Well, okay, so one argument that people gave as to why I'm wrong about this game is that the people who were really successful in Tekken 7, you know, your pro players or whatever, are also really successful in this one. Arslan Ash is still winning Evos, right? Which means that skill obviously can't be entirely a thing of the past. Maybe part of this is your inability to adapt. And I just wanted to say that, yes, part of it is. But I've been playing Tekken for a really long time, and I've been trying to, you know, slowly get better for a really long time. And I never felt ever really that I wanted to give up before. Or that's not true. I never actually did give up before. But this time I decided to, and I think it's because, okay, it's punishing, it's hard, it makes you like really frustrated, but then in the end it's worth it. And in this case with Tekken 8, because of all the problems with the game, in the end for me it isn't worth it. Like the equation doesn't make sense. I don't want to like sit down, play for 4 hours, 3 hours, feel like trash, leave the game in a bad mood, and then, you know, my girlfriend is downstairs and we're gonna like make dinner and have a great night together. And I was always very, very careful never to carry the bad mood from playing the game into my real life. I was very careful about that. But, you know, she's can still tell that I've been sitting up here like shaking with frustration for a while. It makes you tired, you know, it makes you sweat. And I'm like, what is it all for? Like, do I want to keep pushing for like max rank and success in a game like this? Is it, you know? And yeah, the negatives just started outweighing the positives in a very obvious way. But like I said, you know, they keep working on the balance in the game. Like one thing I will give the game credit for. Hey, what's up, Holy Star? IMOP, you can't get matches. I never struggled finding matches, but that's a problem if you're struggling finding matches. I think one of the reasons you might be struggling to find matches, though, OP, is that if you look at player numbers for Tekken 8, they are way down. I mean, the Heihachi reveal was really hype, and it's probably gotten a lot of people excited about the game again. But if you look at the player numbers of Tekken 8 right now, they are like way down. And I know that always happens when a game is new after a couple of weeks or months, but in the case of Tekken 8, it's like they're way down. In a way, I think they weren't with Tekken 7. You know? I think Tekken 7 retained popularity and excitement in a very different way compared to 8. So you might be struggling to find matches because I think a lot fewer people are playing the game. Like a lot fewer. Which makes sense, you know. When something makes you feel like shit every time you do it. Unless you're addicted, you're gonna stop coming back to it. I mean, I'm one of the people who stopped playing Tekken 8 because the game was too frustrating. So, you know, I'm Exhibit A. Just that, you know, I was a very dedicated player who was playing at a higher level than most people. So, you know, can't speak for the casual audience, but yeah, I liked rage drives. Rage drives were interesting. I think rage drives were way better than what we have now. That's the behind fire. Maybe I can run to the side here. Yeah, that's the side fire they gave him. That's that you can't just cheese him on the side like you do other dragons. That was entirely my fault. I've been, for a couple of times, I've been like dodging all his claw attacks really easily, but I didn't consider that they're homing to that side. I always go on the right, but this time I went on the left. In C region, I don't know, with Southeast Asia? Are you in Southeast Asia, IMOP? I always thought you were definitely an American guy. Maybe British. Michael Murray's N-word backlash. That's one of my favorite Tekken moments of all time, dude. Because if there's a white guy in the world who will never be given the N-word pass by any black person, it's Michael Murray. I don't know. But I feel like Michael Murray, if he asks if he can kick it, the answer will always be no. He just seems like an abrasive presence to have around you, dude. Fucking mood killer in human form. But you know, I could be wrong. Maybe he's just really, really bad at his job and has no social skills, but he's like an amazing human being if you get to know him. Maybe he could be a fantastic human being. Complex, interesting. He just really sucks ass at his job and needs to get the fuck off Twitter. That's true no matter what his personality is like, you know. That's just true. We know for a fact that he needs to get the fuck off Twitter. And, you know, do a better job. That moment was insane. Yeah, it was insane because it's like, again, I don't think a lot of black people are upset that he wrote the N-word. I mean, maybe they are. You know, I shouldn't speak for them. But the fact that he thought that because he was quoting someone, he could just tweet the N-word with the R and everything. The fact that he's that delusional about, you know, what is appropriate behavior for a director of a large game, you know, whose tweets are written by or read by thousands of fans every day. That to me, like the out of touchness, is what really blows my mind. Okay, so we go on the right side, then he breathes fire. Right? Yeah, and we're safe back here. Perfect. Okay, we're not safe back here. How do you manage to miss that go between the limbs? Roll too late. Dude, did you see that? He pushed me back into it using his tail. That was sick, dude. This guy's sick. dodge the claw and now dodge the fire. Just run away. It's not worth taking the damage. Okay, it's time. He's an American too, yeah, but he's been living in Japan for like a long time, dude. It's not the most progressive place on earth, dude. Trust me, not even close. Like the few times I was hanging out with Japanese dudes, like the way they would talk about women. I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and he's like, well, you know, if I have a girlfriend or a wife, I expect her to walk 4 steps behind me, silently when we're outside. I'm like, dude, you can't be like that, come on. And it's like, but I like that stuff, dude. That traditional stuff, dude, it's sick. If I'm out walking, I walk ahead, she walks behind me, 4 steps behind me. She speaks when spoken to. That's what my dad was like, and my dad was awesome. I'm like, yeah, but come on, man. Who's gonna want to date you? There's this comedy show. It's one of my favorite TV shows ever. It's great. It's called Gaki no Tsukayara Hende, which is Osaka Ben, as you weebs have already noticed. And it's like 5 of the most famous comedians in Japan get together and do like challenges. It's great. They've been doing it for years, and they do a giant New Year's special where they have to like where is he? Oh, damn. Oh, Ghidorah time. Don't get lasered. Just get really far away, maybe? That was barely far enough. The New Year's special is them like doing challenges for 24 hours. They're hilarious. But in one of the recent ones, Hamada, who's like one of the main guys on that show, did the whole show in blackface. Straight up. The gimmick that year was that they were going to dress up as cops. And so everybody else was dressed up as a Japanese cop, and the joke was that he was dressed up as Beverly Hills Cop, so Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop. But he had full blackface on, makeup, he had a mustache, fake mustache, and like an afro. And that's like one of the biggest TV channels in a country of 135 million people. And they're like, yeah, we'll air this on New Year's Eve. The fact that they don't even question it, you know. I can kill him, right? Now I'm gonna die. Oh my god, that's the stupidest thing I've ever done. I should have just run away. Did you guys see that? That's the... Oh my god, I'm so upset. They always say that he looks like a monkey. Yeah, which he does. He looks like a gorilla, which is funny. When they do gorilla jokes with him, I love that. But it becomes a problem. I almost used the word problematic right there, which is like my least favorite word in the world. But it's more of an issue if you call somebody a gorilla all the time, if you then also, you know, dress him up in blackface. So I think, yeah, Murray's American, and he should probably know that you can't just tweet the N-word, but he's been in the land of the rising sun a little bit too long for him to have any sort of liberal sensibilities left, I think. Or maybe he didn't to begin with, you know. It's unfair to Japan to imply that Japan made Michael Murray an asshole. He probably became an asshole before he went there. Another thing I'll let you know is that white dudes in Japan, and now I'm going to jump into my own flavor of racism here. You don't want to hang out with white people or like foreigners in Japan, okay? Because most of them fucking weird. It's just true. I mean, I had a couple of friends who I could hang out with who were like normal, but then you go to like one of these events for like, you know, foreigners who want to hang out in Japan, and like, you know, there are all kinds of these events and language learning classes and hangouts or whatever. And it's a fucking bunch of body pillow humping, socially inept fat dudes with fanny packs and forehead protectors. They're like, yeah, never date a yandere. So I mean, Michael Murray is a white dude who moved to Japan and started working in a game company. You know what I mean? He was probably a fucking huge weeb, right? And then he goes over there, you know, he buys one of those mouse pads where the silicone pad for your wrist is a pair of anime titties. And he starts tweeting the N-word, you know? That's what happens to people. I'm gonna kill this boss this time. I'm starting to get tired of him. One HP. That was agony, dude. That was agony. This run back is so long. Dark Souls 2 runbacks? Yeah, I remember having some wild runbacks now that you mention it. Sides, huh? Keep running, dodge the limbs. Just force him into phase 2, honestly. Yeah. I can see his splash damage is unfair, dude. I dodged it. Come on, man. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a... You need to like dodge that one a special way. Okay, just a big boom that killed me last time. One of the coolest attacks in the game. The way it messes up the sound and everything, it's so excellent. Ridiculously good. Couldn't see. Damn. That's horrible. Oh, don't get frustrated. Just kill him. Would you try Armored Core? I might. Is it really hard? I need all the games I play to be really hard. Otherwise, I mean, might as well, you know, just fucking... play Super Mario, you know. These weapons are so cool. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. I'm gonna be like focused now. I just need to dodge damage. It's gonna make the fight longer, but it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, Armored Core, Blasphemous, and Hades are like the ones that I really feel like playing. I also want to try Valfaris. When Aris played Valfaris, that game looked like a lot of fun. The weapons looked really cool. And I want to try the Diablo 4 expansion, honestly. A new class looks sick. It was a cakewalk. That's not a good review. I mean, honestly, I'm so easily influenced. Now that you've said that, IMOP, I've pretty much decided no, I'm not going to play it. If it was a cakewalk for you. I'm really excited about the fact that people are saying the Elden Ring DLC is so difficult that it like discriminates against people. It's such a hilarious thing to say. Accessibility options for like disabled people or whatever. I mean, I have nothing but sympathy for them, but you know, disabled people, many of them can't go swimming. It doesn't make the ocean racist. I bet there are people out there who like will make the argument that water is problematic and needs to be cancelled because some less privileged people struggle with water because they don't have legs, so it's like hard to swim. But you know. If Elden Ring was made by a government with public funds, so that like your taxpayers' money had gone into creating Elden Ring as a public like entertainment thing, then yeah, you could complain that it isn't as accessible for everybody as it might be. But I mean, the game is known, the entire series is known for its difficulty. It's kind of like saying that fucking pizza is problematic because some people don't like cheese. Well, they can just eat something else. What the fuck do you mean? Oh, don't breathe fire now. We're doing okay though this try. Behind fire, I'm dead. I'm not dead, but I'm gonna eat it. Okay, fly time. 6 heals left. We're doing good. Splash splash damage is racist though. I'm trash. You have a Discord? Yeah, I do. I do actually, yeah. Yeah, people like complain that the game is too hard. It's like, it's crazy. It is crazy. It is so delusional. I don't know if Alana Pierce actually said that in that video, that Elden Ring DLC is too hard because she has kids. Like, I don't have time to fucking get good, so you have to make the game easier so that people who have kids can play Elden Ring. Fuck you. Maybe when you shot out a couple of the kids, you surrendered your fucking ability to play hard video games. It was a choice. It was entirely a fucking choice. But you can still play hopscotch. Okay? You can still go outside and you know, play hopscotch. You can still play, you know, fucking not competitive Tetris, and I'm sure you'll do fine. Because of all the things I've chosen to do in my life, I now don't have the ability to also do this thing. So you need to change this thing so that I can. Fuck are you talking about? It might be like, I mean, that's genuinely so fucking privileged thinking that it's crazy, dude. It's so narcissistic that it's not even, it's like you're from a different planet and everybody there is fucking stupid and they threw you out because you were like, you know, too fucking exhausting even for them. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's making my day. It's so fucking stupid. Up for him. I'm gonna leave this fight, dude. Fuck this. Yeah, she can still play Mario. She can play, it should have a pause button. That's what she said. Well, you know, should it? Oh, because if her kids are like, Mommy, I'm choking on my own fucking feces or whatever kids do, you know. She has to be able to stop the boss fight and go save their lives so he can go back to playing the video game. Is that the point? Well, it makes more sense. I'll say that. Wow, his damage is really high. Fireball, good strong. Dude, his damage is too high. Nerf this game. This game is racist because this boss's damage is too high. Okay. There is a pause button, but nobody knows. Well, if I was going to make a video about how a video game is bad because it doesn't have a pause button, I'd probably find out whether or not it does first. You know, I'd probably, you know, try and find out. I'd probably, you know, look it up. Before we had frame data in the game, I would do so much prep whenever I did like a character guide for Tekken because I wouldn't be I wouldn't want to be in the middle of the video and go, okay, in this video, how plus is it on block? Turns out I don't remember or don't know. I would try to memorize all of it, and if I couldn't memorize all of it, I would have it written down. God, bad timing. I'm trash. I found the Leroy Nerf patch notes. Oh my god. Richard Smithsworth. I just call you Lil Rich, okay? That's so sick. Yeah, I totally want him, dude. I'm gonna get you a Discord invite link, and then you can post them there, and we'll have them immortalized. I'm gonna make like a Tekken, well, basically Michael Murray, Harada, and their team of incompetent fucking gnomes ruining Tekken museum. And the thing is, it would be like a museum with many exhibits. My museum would have like a hall of pissy tweets. It would have shitty updates that ruin the playability. You would have a bad balance section. You go into the bad balance section, you just get hit by Jin's 442 in the stomach, and then somebody spits on you and walks away. That's the exhibit. I've been dying to stuff for a while now. We need to get past this guy into Malekith because he's a pushover. I remember that. I remember this boss being pathetic. He has like a little delay, and you always roll too early because you're trashing the game, and then he hits you. It's the entire fight. You just delay your roll. Okay. Have you tried Lydia? No, I haven't played Tekken at all. That's the point, you know. But I've heard that she's not that OP. I don't know if I trust it, but if it's true, it's a very, very good thing. If Namco all of a sudden have the ability to not break DLC characters, because they are making so much cash in their shitty, predatory, manipulative shops and battle passes, then I guess FDX is right and I'm wrong. Nothing would make me happier. FDX in his comment on my video said that I've always hoped that if we have, he didn't call it predatory monetization, but you know, in-game shops and stuff, that could offset the need for breaking DLC characters, because Namco can make good balance and make their money somewhere else, which is very naive and optimistic, and sounds like something someone very young would say on the topic, or you know, somebody's just trying to stay positive about the situation that they're pretty much stuck in. Lydia and Eddie are balanced because Namco have already made all their money selling Battle Pass trash, then, you know, I guess he's right. Fantastic if that's the case. I'm worried about the franchise's future. I think you should be, and I think, well, worried about its future. I think it's dying right in front of your eyes right now, and it's the player count. Just look at the player count. Evo had a bunch of entrants, and people are saying that that's proof that this game is and will be very successful. But what they failed to mention is that it's the first Evo for a completely new Tekken game, which comes off of Tekken 7 being, you know, successful for a decade. So there was always going to be a lot of attention on this Evo. But if you look at like actual player counts online, the game is losing its players and dying pretty fast, I think. And that makes them even more desperate, because if you have fewer players and you need to make your money, you need to make more money on each individual player, right? So you have to try and make everybody spend money on the game multiple times. It's tragic, because you could just design the game to be really enjoyable and fun, and then you would have long-term success because of that. I remember not liking this first phase. It's like annoying, right? Damn, he's not taking as much damage as I thought he would. Didn't this guy take hella damage before? I just checked. Street Fighter 6 has 29k 24-hour peak. Yeah. And what does Tekken have? It's got 9k? Yeah. So, and what you need to realize is that Street Fighter 6 is 3 years old. So, I mean, Tekken is being absolutely fucking demolished by Street Fighter. Absolutely fucking shat on. Still the second biggest, you know. Third is Guilty Gear, and I think... Could you check Guilty Gear? It's going to have like a 3,000, 4,000 peak, I think, at the most. But yeah, that's the attack I hate. I remember now, I hate when he does this. Because it's just like fucking 15 homing attacks that do too much damage. $4,200. It's not bad for an anime game. I should get back into Guilty Gear. I'm gonna go look at some tier lists and pick a main. Maybe I'll play Ramlethal and then I'll be, you know, small brown lolly girl player. And you guys can laugh at me in the chat. That's a good plan. Honestly, I might play Giovanna. I really liked her. She's kind of easy too, which is good because I'm not a big anime guy, so I need to, like, you know, learn. Okay, that's cheating. Yeah. That's the combo that I hate. I remember that. My lack of range is becoming an issue all of a sudden. I've used too many heals. Okay. Venom is back? Yeah. Bunch of characters are back in Guilty Gear. I was never big into that franchise, so I don't really know what you know. I've seen them before. I had one Guilty Gear game on PSP when I was a kid. But I think for an anime game, it's cool. It's got a unique vibe, you know, with the weird music, the weird shitty rock music. I was getting pretty decent at it before I quit, but now I don't remember anything at all. Maybe we'll go back in and we'll do some tutorials. And yeah, do you guys want to end this Elden Ring stream and play some Guilty Gear right now? Maybe I'll become an anime guy. That'd be so sick. Oh, he throws a boulder at you. Already used 15 heals. Getting my ass whooped. I rolled through that perfectly. That didn't hit me. Neither did that. Now I have no heals there. Perfect. Oh, I hate this. I remember why I hate this fight, because he does this, and it's not a fight, because he just does that. Right, I remember this. Worst boss fight in the game, dude. Holy shit, this is trash. He becomes really cool in phase 2, though. They should have skipped this really shitty phase 1 and gone straight to phase 2. What about Street Fighter 6? Well, I didn't enjoy the control scheme. I tried it, I bought it. And the control scheme was very uncomfortable. And I remember that not being a problem with Guilty Gear. Because I don't think it has 6 attack buttons like Street Fighter. Yeah, look at that shitty ass design, dude. I'm blaming the game, I know, but that is... that fucking combo. Suck 18 dicks, dude. Suck 18 dicks. And then suck 5 more. Fuck you. I mean, can you even... if you can play Street Fighter on pad, I'll play Street Fighter on pad. But can you even do it? It seems to be so geared towards the 6 button attack layout on stick that it seems almost impossible to play well on pad. Maybe it isn't, because you have to press a lot of double buttons as well, you know. And then you have to angle your thumb, and you lose the angle for the shoulder buttons. Oh god, this is my least favorite fight ever. I'm gonna alt F4 this trash ass game. Sticks are cringe, I know. Punk plays on pad? Alright, fuck it, we'll play Street Fighter. You guys can teach me. Pad is fine, okay. Well, if Punk plays on it, then that's all the proof I need. That's all the proof I need. Oh yeah. I refunded the game, so we need to buy it again. So I have a problem where my Steam window is off to the side of my monitor and I can't move it onto the main monitor to buy the game. Right click the program in the taskbar, then click move. Okay, that doesn't work. I can shift right click it. Oh, okay, that worked. Nice. Street Fighter 6, there we go. Purchase. Oh god, when I bought it last time it was on sale, and now it isn't on sale anymore, so I have to pay more. Fuck, okay, whatever. Alright, let me go get my credit card. This is Harada's wet dream. He's got me spending money on stream. Sorry. Listen, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna end the stream one time because I want to change the stream name and thumbnail to Street Fighter, and then I'll start it up again in a few minutes and you guys can join again, okay?